I was making another video about having more than one gift. So I thought it would be a good idea to make another video to separate, because I did share some other information of how your gifts are selected or how your gifts are chosen or given to you. So I think let me make a video about it just to separate it, just in case somebody may need this information. So our spiritual gifts are determined in this way. We have gifts that are for us as an individual, as a soul, as Mwana Mudimo, God's child, alone, before ancestors, before spirit guides on it. You as a soul, if your soul is being created, there is gifts that you get on a soul level. Those gifts are determined by things such as your astrology sign, what time you were born, what month you were born, what year you were born, what day you were born. Excuse me. So astrology plays a big role here. Water sign, earth sign, fire sign, air sign. Those are the four elements that we have in spirituality or in whatever. So we have four elements. So for those that don't follow astrology, we have star signs. Star signs, those are astrological signs that will tell you that if you are a water baby, if you are an earth baby, a fire sign, or a air sign. Not everyone is a water baby, yes. Not everyone is a yeah. So that will help you determine what gifts you have on a soul level. Most times it's not 100% accurate or 100% according to you, but it will give you an idea of who you are as a person on a soul level. It's an idea, it's a guide, it's not a final decision type of thing, right? Secondly, your gifts will be determined by your geographical location. Where are you born? What country, what province, if you're in South Africa, what province you are born in? What's happening there? And that determines some of your gifts, right? And then we go into idlos, ancestors, ancestral gifts that you get. So your ancestral gifts that you get are determined by you as an individual, which is your soul. What are your strengths and your weaknesses? What you can do and what is it that you can't do? Your ancestors and spirit guides will select you or give you gifts based on what you can do and what is it that you can't do. Strengths and weaknesses determine what gifts you get, spiritual gifts you get. So, in Idlozi or ancestral gifts that we get, there are good and bad gifts that we get. We have generational trauma or inherited trauma, or you may call it generational curses. You inherit some of the things that have happened in your family. You don't have a choice because you are born into this family. So you will inherit anything: voodoo, control, egoistic tendencies, control, lies, cheating, infidelity, what's that called again? When, yeah, I mean, it's different things. Poverty, education, where people are lacking education or overly educated. It's inherited trauma or inherited things that you get from your ancestors and spirit guides. You are born into it, it's in your DNA. So whatever we do right now determines how our kids become in future and our great grandkids. So how we shape our lives right now is what's going to help shape the people that are coming after us. We learn from the mistakes of the ones that have passed. So we change the course of the lineage. So the ancestors and the spirit guides will give you gifts based on what you can do, what you are good at. Me, for an example, I've been given a gift of spiritual teaching because I am a teacher at heart. And at my soul level, I love to teach. I love to share stories. I'm a good storyteller. That is my strength. You can't even steal that away from me. You can't even bewitch that away from me because it is who I am. So the point of being a spiritual person is to figure out what are your strengths and your weaknesses. It's also understanding where you come from. Who gave birth to you? What are their strengths and their weaknesses? What were some of their challenges? Understanding the past, the present, and hopefully changing the future or shaping the future. That's why spiritual gifts are born or made or created or whatever the case you want to say. So your gifts are determined by those that came before, what they did, what they didn't do, what they failed at, what they ignored, what they messed up. It's about learning the past and understanding who you are first. And then what you do right now, that will determine what happens in the future. So spiritual gifts are good and bad. You get good ones and bad ones, specifically from the ancestors and the spirit guides. You on a soul level, you do have good ones and bad ones, which is strengths and weaknesses as well as a person, as an individual. All right. And then there's also those ones that are geographical, which is based on where you come from, area wise, province, country, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. So I hope I have answered you. Guys, this takes time. You need to open your mind, you need to open your eyes, your ears, your heart, your soul, and want to learn. That's how you're going to learn. You are not going to learn these things on social media. You're going to have to learn them from yourself. I can't know your ancestors. We don't know your ancestors. They can give me an idea. I can guide you, but they are the ones that they will tell you everything. And also, you know them because they are in you and you are them. They live inside of you in your DNA. The DNA that you carry is your ancestors and your spirit guides. Your job is to listen, to want to understand, to learn, and be patient. It takes years to understand these things. So I love you all. I'll see you on the next video. Love and light.